and join America.
Basic problem of the black man's powerlessness. Black people don't have any power. Abernathy and Jesse Jackson can wrestle from here to Los Angeles. They're still not dealing with power. Black people are powerless. They've been put outside of the whole white power structure, and all the organizations, the NAACP, Urban League, SCLC, National Council, Negro Women, all of them are talking as though black people have power. Black people don't have any power unless we can begin to build black institutions and realize that we're dealing with a power struggle for survival. All these organizations are leading us straight to hell and genocide. And Dr. Abernathy ought to understand it couldn't be a power struggle because neither one of them have any power. NAACP has no power. Urban League has no power. No black organization, no black people in America have power. They're fighting for survival from a powerless position, flat on their back, begging white folks, and that was almost the tenor of the Muslim position. They were begging white folks, please sell us some land, give us some land, let us exist. White folks are good. That's a self-hate kind of thing that black folks find themselves degenerating into because black people have no power and they have to beg white folks to give them whatever they want. Now, I say black people and black Christian nationalism says we have to approach the whole problem in terms of power. Black people have to begin to build institutions. Every institution that exists belongs to white people, was built by white people, and serves the interests of white people. And for black organizational leaders to be sitting there talking as though they have power, as though they represent something. We want to represent everybody. We want to bring everybody together. We want to build a beautiful America. We don't want to build no kind of beautiful America. We want power for black people, and we're going to have to fight for it. It demands confrontation and the willingness to do anything necessary to get power. And we got to take it away from white people. White people are not going to give black people anything. Politically, economically, or any other way, black man is no longer necessary in America. And the white man is hell-bent on genocide. So we have to understand we've got to build institutional power to deal with the white man who has decided to destroy us.
Now, I'm going to stop right there. What he said, that was 50 years ago, y'all. That was 50 years ago, where you have a black man saying black people don't have any power. Like we have to beg with laying on our backs and ask for everything from these folks. We don't have any power, y'all. And so the idea, like today, to go cast a vote and think that your vote actually is going to get you something, that's crazy, y'all. That's insane. When you can't even get a Stop Black Hate Crime bill to this day, like right now, you couldn't even get it. And to think in your mind that that is going to have a change or is going to trickle down some kind of way to your community is diabolical. It is, it is absurd. It's ridiculous. That's what we have to learn. We're still in a position right now in 2024, going into 25, we're still in a position that we was in the 1960s with no power, thinking that these institutions serve the interests of our people. When, once again, going back to what I said earlier, they don't think like us. We think totally different. We have different aspirations. And none of these things actually serve us at the core. So let me keep going. And this is going to go into today. This is 50 years ago. It's going to go into today. Who did you, what master did you vote for today?
Next question is for the panel from Reverend Leo Johnson in Las Vegas, Nevada. What do you envision as the major issue facing the black community? Having identified the issue, of all of the announced and unannounced presidential candidates, who do you assume would work to alleviate the problem?
Obviously, we got to face one thing. All the questions are growing out of the same distortion of the truth. No president has any power. America is not run by presidents, but by people whose names are never even in the newspaper. They're run by a white institutional establishment, and the institutions control how people act. We've elected this president to keep us out of war and this one to keep us out of war, and we stay in war because the president has nothing to do with any kind of decision. So for black people to be sitting around trying to pick a president who's going to solve the black man's problems is totally ridiculous. The black man's got to solve his own problems, and the president is not going to do it for him.
You heard that, right? So that goes back to what I was just saying about the fact that we as Black people are looking for change through these presidential candidates. Like, anybody would tell you that they think that Barack Obama, I just said this, but I said it yesterday. Anybody would say that Barack Obama, even right now, would be a better candidate than Kamala Harris or Donald Trump. That's for somebody that actually believes in that. They believe in presidential, the president's making changes that will trickle down to our people, like our people did when they first seen Barack Obama. They looked at Barack Obama like he was the return of Christ, like he was a Messiah. But with that being said, even with Barack Obama, he underserved the Black community. And many people will argue that even right now, he would be a better candidate than both top candidates for the next president. So once again, the president doesn't actually have the power to enact or make changes that could actually positively affect Black people. You understand? It just couldn't happen, and it has never happened. And so we got to open our eyes and wake up and see, like, damn, we've been playing this game for a long time. We've been doing this for a minute, and nothing is actually changing, like, as far as community wise. And so it makes me think, like I put it in the title, like our mentality is messed up, and we have not grew over the years. We have not looked at the statistics. We have not looked at the history. We have not looked at what has changed and what has not changed. And so we're still caught up and lost in the sauce as Black folks. And it's going to take something really heavy. Unfortunately, I feel like it's going to take something crazy for us to actually open our eyes and see that this stuff is not doing anything for us. And we're just playing this game, and we're just like, on the chessboard getting moved around. What I learned from the men above me, righteous men, is that when it comes to politics, politics is a game that mice play that is ran by snakes, and Black people are the mice.